we're live.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, whatever time it is for you right now. Just know that you are locked in onto the point with
Skip.
and the King. You guys know where to find us by now. You guys know where to find Simon Broder, SimonBroder.com, Running the Point, Amazon.ca, Running the Point. You have children who love basketball? Go buy it for them. They'll enjoy it probably more than you will. You guys know where to find me on all social media platforms at King Hussein. You guys know where to find us collectively on To The Point on Facebook, To The Point on Instagram, To The Point on YouTube, which is where I hope you're watching us right now, because if you're bootlegging this, you owe us some money. Skip, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. I'm just relaxing after that All-Star game last night, so I'm doing okay.
Skip, I'm full, man. I am so full. Like, I gotta take, oh, man, I want to take off the jacket. I'm so full. I just got some catering this past weekend from Affy's Kitchen. You guys can go see that right there. She caters every weekend. You guys go get that food. I had salmon. I had homemade spinach pasta. I had some fried chicken. I can't even, great barbecue sauce. I can't even count the amount that I had. But Skip, I'm not really full.
What do you mean?
I'm only half of the way full, because it's been 36 games for your Toronto Raptors out there, guys. We hope you guys have enjoyed it. And Skip, I got to say one thing before I get into this.
Yeah.
Couple weeks ago, did I not say at the end of the first 10 games when the Raptors went 2-8, I don't care?
Yeah,
Since
you
then,
said that.
what is the Raptors' record? Since then, what is the Raptors' record? Do they not have a winning record?
We have a winning record. I can't remember the number. I think it's 15 and what would they be at? 15 and 10 maybe?
15 and 9.
15 and 10?
No,
15 and 9. Oh, okay.
15 and 9, brother.
Gonna have to look that one up.
The Raptors have been beating their opponents so far for this first half of the season. You guys can go check this right here. But Skip, may I?
Yeah?
May I?
Go up.
May I? These NBA referees are almost all American. They have zero bias towards your Toronto Raptors. I've been saying this for the last 2 years since we started, Skip. The free throws are not there for the Toronto Raptors, okay? Now, the Raptors are minus 143 free throws attempted against their opponents so far, okay? And with the Raptors shooting 83.2% at the line, beating out the opponents who are only shooting 79. I did the math on this one, brother. I did the math. If the Raptors were to take those 143 free throws and still average 83%, guess what? That translates to 118 points. Now, this could have changed. They could have been over 500 right now if they were given to it. Because, look, you guys know I'm not a Raptors fan. You guys know I'm not a Raptors fan. Right now, currently. Get rid of your ambassador. But watching the games, I am getting mad personally that the Raptors are not getting to the line. To me, it's atrocious. It's horrendous. And I don't know what we could change about it, because to me, this is very annoying. I hate watching a game when refs are biased towards other teams or other players when it comes to the free throw lines. LeBron James! Sorry. I had something in my throat. But as I calm down, Skip, how do you feel about the first half of your Toronto Raptors season?
Well, first of all, I want to say, the free throws. So that's a disparity of 4 free throws a game about. And it's not ideal, but I think there are reasons for it. I think the Raptors take a lot of threes. They don't always get in the paint. And they play really gambling defense, which leads to a lot of fouling. That is not – so it's not all the refs. I don't think you can just look at a game and say automatically you should get the same number of free throws as the other team. But again,
when Norman Powell got thrown down to the stanchion.
Yeah, yeah. Again, there's a fine line there. Like there have been games where they've been really getting a tough whistle, but I don't think you can just look at the stats and say, oh, the Raptors should have had 118 extra points or something. I don't agree with that. I think if we look down the list of all those stats that you flashed up on the screen, I think so what we see is we see a team that's solid. We see a team that, despite everything, still has the fourth best net rating in the Eastern Conference, despite the 2-8 start, despite losing their last two games with nobody in the lineup because of COVID. But they're a very solid team, and I think when I sort of overview the first half of the season, I see a team that's still has the nuts and bolts of a playoff team, but they've just been lost.
Okay.
They've just been a little bit lost this year for obvious reasons. I mean, you moved to Tampa Bay, you're not in your home arena, you have personnel changes. I just think kind of that whole – the Raptors used to have a brand of basketball where every game that they went into, it was going to be a Raptors game. It's like that whole thing about the Heat brand or the Spurs brand. They had that brand of basketball where the team that came into the ACC or whatever arena they were going into, the other team knew that they were going to have to play up to the Raptors standards, and they were going to have to deal with a Raptors team that was going to get right up in their face, that was going to play ferocious defense, and really just blitz them. And they kind of put their stamp on the game. And I think what we've seen this year is we've seen the Raptors can still do those things, but it's not like you're coming to my house, I'm gonna make you play my game, basically. It's not quite that. They don't have that level of control that I think they used to have.
Yeah, you're coming to my cousin's house, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you come in and I know what's up. You're gonna have to beat me at my game, and it feels like the Raptors are just. I mean, this is all touchy-feely stuff. This isn't stats, but it feels like the Raptors are not that present anymore. They're just another good team, another solid team that is going to go out and they're going to try. But then there'll be a week where they aren't doing a lot of those things. They aren't playing ferocious defense. They're giving up a ton of points. Whereas I think it's kind of that habitual thing where it's like, we're going to go out every night and we're going to make it really hard for you to beat us. And they haven't done that this year. That said, they're still a very good team. I think they can still sort this out. As I said, they were lost because they were down in Tampa. Now they're struggling because they lost some guys to COVID. So I think if they can get the whole team together, they still have a really solid playoff team in there. I really believe that. And I saw even today Twitter's going off because Ryan Russillo said that Lowry's going to get traded. And I don't know, man. No, I mean, it might happen, but people need to stop thinking of the Raptors as this declining team that's fading away. That's not what's happening. They're a very good team that's just a little lost, and I think they can really put it together in the second half and make a nice run. Exactly. What do you think?
Well, it's like you just said it there. They could put it together at the end. It's like when you're a kid, you don't know what to do with yourself, and then as you get older, you learn, right?
Yeah.
It's a process, right?
And the other thing is they're not the only lost team out there. Every team, the whole season has been really disjointed and disoriented, and the entire Eastern Conference is going through the same thing. The Celtics had a crazy losing streak and then just rectified it before the break. And the Raptors I think they're in 8th right now, but they're a game out of 4th and 2 games out of 10th or something. So the fact is, I'm not too concerned at this point. I think they're very much capable of putting it together, assuming everyone comes back healthy from COVID. Knock on wood. But yeah, I think
knock on wood.
Not a whole lot to worry about.
Okay, well, Skip. Based on what the Raptors have done, okay, when we broke this down the other day, you and I were on the phone. We're having a casual conversation, but we got right down to the nitty gritty. We have. Did I say we? Oh,
Always.
dang. Okay. Well, when it comes down to certain stats in the league right now, halfway through, when it comes to minutes, Fred VanVleet is in the top 10. He's at 6th. When it comes to three-point field goals made, Fred VanVleet's in the top 10. He's at 8th. When it comes down to blocks, Chris Boucher is at 4th. When it comes down to steals, Fred VanVleet is 2nd. When it comes down to triple-doubles, Lowry is 10th. So I do believe they have a good core of players, and I do believe they have a lot of potential to go forward for the rest of the season. And this is what I want to say to all you Raptors fans out there. I see you guys online. I see what you guys are saying. Especially when you guys go on To The Point on Facebook. I've seen you guys argue with each other. I enjoy it. I love it. And I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. But let's not dismantle it. Let's not break this down. The Raptors can go forward pretty far in the Eastern Conference, which is what I hope they do. I don't know if you feel the same way as well, Skip.
I mean, I think well, it depends what you mean by far. I don't think they're going to go to the finals, or probably not even the Eastern Conference Finals, but they can beat a team in the first round, I think.
Okay. Yeah. And that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else left to say, Skipper?
No, I think the bottom line is I think I already said it. I already said it. The Eastern Conference is a mess. Like, I think the Raptors are in as good a position as anybody. Like, we've been over the net rating numbers. They're totally fine. They're a good team, and they just have to find it. That's really.
And they also need the refs to make some damn calls for them, because damn it, I'm upset with this. Right. You have no idea how much this gets me charged. I get so mad at it. You should even see Skip. You know how when I watch the games with my mom, how she goes worse than me. Mm-hmm. Oh, even she gets upset. It was like, this is what the Raptors need: be treated fairly, even because you're playing all your games technically away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not one home game for the whole season. But guys, most importantly, what we have to say is what you have to say. And we've been appreciating your engagements with us online. And we will get back to each and every one of you guys as soon as we can. But this is more for you than for us. So you guys know what to do. Go down there, click subscribe, leave a comment, share it if you want it, give it to your mama. I don't care who you give it to. Do that for us. But we are going to be here every 2 weeks at least to provide you with Raptors content that you guys would love to enjoy, and we are here for you. We got nothing but love for you guys. Thank you for the support so far. But good afternoon, good evening, good night, and
peace.